Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with self first, okay? Because we're here to manage our emotions, all right? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. But it comes from identifying our intuition for spiritual wealth, spiritual health, okay? But it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving others, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, all right? But you have to seek balance, okay? And you have to seek your own creativity so you can co-create with the universe. All right, so the first energy we're looking at, all right, is what situation in your life requires you to slow down a little bit, all right? Because we're looking at reliability, all right? We're looking at organization, we're looking at goals. Someone's focusing, all right, on their goals and aspirations, all right? You have to think to yourself, what situation in your life requires you to slow down a little bit and be determined, okay? Maybe some of you are very much in that energy of action, being bold, being brave, okay? Maybe some of you are seeing 1111, but it looks like somebody wants to come in very reliable. Somebody wants to see a relationship. Maybe someone has a passion for a relationship. Maybe you're trying to bring about stability. So maybe someone's focused on their career so they can bring about stability to create a family, maybe. Or maybe someone's ready for a relationship. Could be a masculine Taurus person or an Aries person. Seems like this masculine seeking an Aries, an Emperor. He's seeking to be reliable. Maybe he wants to seek a family and stability. He's seeking stability, but he's seeking it from the wisdom of self. He's seeking it from his guardian angels. He's seeking it from his Godhead, okay? He's seeking a situation where he feels like he needs patience with the determination. Someone's looking for simplicity, but he seems to be side-eyeing an earth angel. Someone feels like someone's an earth angel. Take that pathway, illuminate the mind, you know? You can be fruitful within your movements towards stability that you seek, because someone has got a calling and it determines attention from the wisdom of your highest self to bring about the stability that you seek. But it comes with patience and determination. Okay, so you can focus and pay attention on your calling. The angels are calling, all right? Some are called, but not many will answer. But you have to make that decision from the highest pinnacle of self, okay? Someone's made a final judgment, all right? Made a final decision. Maybe this is the decision is to create a situation, okay, where someone's life requires slow movement and determination, all right, to bring about the attention that they seek for stability. You could be thinking of an Aries, Sagittarius person, or you could be an Aries, Sagittarius person. You could be paying attention and moving forward with willpower and determination from the wisdom and patience, simplicity, moderation, blending the dark and the light, dipping your feet into the emotions. So maybe a masculine is side-eyeing a earth angel and her emotions, and he's making that decision. He's been called by the angels, okay? Maybe he's showing signs it's time to move forward, all right, into stability that he seeks, okay? We're looking at the willpower of the soul. He's looking at the willpower of the wisdom of knowing you can be a soul having a human experience, but it requires you, okay, to slow your movement down and be determined to have self-control and self-discipline that will bring about stability that someone seeks, okay, and reliability. Maybe someone is thinking about a situation when it requires observing someone's emotions, okay? So someone is observing someone's emotions, all right? They feel maybe a Queen of Cups can give them the stability that they seek. Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing, okay? She's very motherly. She could be a very intuitive person, all right? She could be a psychic, but she looks at her cup of life, all right? She seeks the Holy Grail from the heart. Remember what I always tell you, collective? The heart is the seat of the soul, all right? Or maybe this masculine sees a feminine, okay, as very nurturing, an earth angel. She can bring in stability, she can grow a family, all right? Maybe the emperor is seeking wisdom from the knowledge, from observing someone's feelings, someone's emotions, someone's cup of life. Maybe someone is sitting on a foundation that this Queen of Cups is offering the cup of love, all right? Unfortunately, it came with a four of cups, the foundation of the Aries. When he's sitting comfortably on his sofa at home, he's probably thinking, uh-oh, I was offered an opportunity and I didn't recognize it from a very loving woman. And that's the Four of Cups. Someone feels like they've missed an opportunity, a gift from an angel. He was guided towards a very loving person, but maybe he feels like he missed the opportunity. So someone's missing someone very loving, okay? Because it turned into a Five of Cups. Five of Cups after the Four of Cups, all right? So first we had the Four of Cups, feeling unfulfilled after not noticing a surprise gift of love. So now it's turned into a Five of Cups. Now the masculine, this masculine, divine masculine, is sitting on the foundation of loss and regret, all right? But he has to seek that wisdom and create his greatness from this regret, okay? And stop sitting on the sofa with his brief in grief and bring in relief and study his own emotions. How does he feel? He needs to study his own emotions. Does it match to someone else's emotions? It's not about the paper, you know, superficial things. Some things look good on paper, but when you open up the pages of the book, it's nothing there. You know, you need emotions, okay? So now someone feels like they've abandoned someone very loving, okay? Maybe they feel abandoned, or they're looking at their maybe abandonment issues from a mother for some of you. Maybe they were stuck on mother issues, being abandoned by a mother. So maybe they feel like they've missed the opportunity because they didn't do deep diving healing, all right, when it comes to the emotions. So now someone's looking at their options. They're looking at a situation that will bring about a variety of choices. Or maybe they're looking at the emotions of this feminine. Write your dreams down. Maybe they've been guided through their dreams. Someone could be dreaming about you, or you could be having telepathic communication with someone, which is increasing, all right? If you do your own research, a lot of people are doing telepathic communication, okay? I'll give you a tip. When my son was younger, about 4, I used to get my laptop and we used to be on the bed and we used to hide our hands and stuff and our eyes. And we used to say like 1, 2, 3, go. What numbers are going to come up with? And we will always write. So that's another way you can practice with your children. Okay. All right. That's just another tip. All right. Oh, yeah, because it can bring in your Ace of Pentacles. It can bring in your spiritual gifts. So you can plant a spiritual treasures. All right. So someone's being prepared to receive some type of opportunity or a gift, but use it from your intuition. All right, my lovelies. Don't be afraid to dig deep into the unknown, your unknown emotions. It will bring about a variety of choices. Okay. So when you go within your dreams, you know who's for you, who's not for you, okay? Because now you're looking at someone's probably single, because they're looking at a situation from their single aspect of life, you know. That means they're doing self-reflection, self-development, self-correction, all right, to be more fruitful, to be more self-sufficient. So maybe someone feels a Queen of Cups is very self-sufficient. He wouldn't have to be in a relationship where he's codependent or has got someone to lean on. No. This would be more equal give and take. Why? Because they both are very highly resourceful, okay? They're both bringing something to the table to bring the 10 of Cups, okay? So 10 of Cups is bringing about completion and total happiness, which is beautiful. Hey, for your Ace of Cups, for your Ace of Pentacles. So maybe we're in a situation, an Emperor, the divine masculine, is trying to pay attention and observing his own feelings. Maybe he wants to move forward. So his feelings are moving forward. Maybe his feelings are observing his feelings towards a loving woman. Maybe it could be a Leo person looking at the strength, looking at his inner strength, looking at the strength of like going into your dreams. Or maybe looking at the strength of someone's delusions. All right, maybe looking at the strength of someone's optimistic values. That is null. It's only paper value, nothing else. So someone probably lacks their own commitment. Why? Too many choices. Sometimes you have too many choices. Sometimes you pick until you pick SHIT. So you've got to be careful what you're hitting out there before you slide on a banana skin. Okay. So someone's looking at, right, their inner strength. Okay. So you can look at your strength, your weaknesses. You can turn your strength and your weaknesses, all right, into opportunities. Okay, you can turn your strength and your weaknesses into and your threats into opportunity. Just look at your strength and weaknesses to bring about, all right, what can I get from my strength, from my weaknesses? But you do it in a loving aspect. Don't do, oh, I'm weak, so hurt people should hurt people. No, we're working for self-love, all right? That's what strength means. It means self-love, all right? Because the lion, he rules the jungle, okay? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. The jungle is conquered by the lion because he understands unconditional love, and he understands he is the emperor. He rules the jungle. He rules the land, all right? So now we're putting the heart into the land, all right? The heart of the land within you. Okay, so now someone's looking at their heart, they're opening it up. I understand it gives them inner strength, all right, because the heart is the seat of the soul, all right. Someone feels that maybe this Queen of Cups, all right, a very loving woman is taming the beast within inside someone because they went through obstacles, delays, okay, there was a standstill. This is why there was a decision to be made, because now we're looking at maybe the Hierophant of the masculine. Now you're looking at the divine masculine is in his spiritual form. He's getting his messages from the angels into his highest self, all right? Maybe he feels he needs to move into being maybe a spiritual teacher, but he's learning, he's moving and he's learning about spirituality. So maybe he's learning as he goes. Why? Because this is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our flaws, all right? So don't sit in shame, okay? Don't be embarrassed because everybody likes to put that, oh, you know, the walk of shame. No, this is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our flaws. And some of our flaws does bring in shame in our game to fame. But just move out of that because we are what? Souls having a human experience, okay? So someone's looking at maybe a spiritual mentor, or someone's looking at an institution, or someone's looking at a marriage or high-level commitment. But we're going from the highest self, all right? Someone's making a decision from their highest self, okay? Because it's very much focus on his mind. He's eye-siding a divine feminine. That's an earth angel. She could be a Queen of Cups. He feels like he's ready to commit to Queen of Cups, so he's moving forward, which is good. He has lots of passion, but he's using his intuition to cover his heart because he realizes that his heart has a lot of love. He's illuminated his own mind. He understands that when he's self-control, self-discipline, he's got like the sky's his limit. So now he wants to move forward to a Queen of Cups. He feels like she can bring in stability that he seeks because he feels like she's the higher priestess. Now you've got the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Now they're both probably looking at an offer and maybe they're trying to present something. And they're trying to recognize it from their feelings, all right? So then you've got a couple that has matched feelings, but maybe they're listening to their intuition. So they're trying to say, what is your intuition trying to tell you, collective? Is there an opportunity you feel that you've maybe missed, all right? Is there an opportunity that you did not recognize that was new love that can bring about some type of opportunity, which is lots of varieties, all right? And it determines that you have patience. Right? Because you're trying to ground the feelings. Someone's looking at the seed of how to bring about this foundation. So someone could be moving on land now. Someone could be on land after moving from a water, maybe. From water to land or land to water. But it seems like there was no emotion. There was emotions, but it was hidden underneath the surface of self from the both of them. They hid their emotions from each other. Because maybe she felt he didn't recognize her emotions and he didn't recognize her emotions. But they both held emotions for each other under the surface of self. Maybe they've been carrying this emotion for a very long time. And now it's become that kind of wavy, kind of like, whoa. First it was a bit tamed, and now it's, whoa, my emotions, whoa, what's going on? Why do I feel so connected to this person? I haven't seen this person for so long. Whoa, what's this wave of feelings that I'm feeling from this person? So maybe someone went to go and get educated from a spiritual group, or maybe a religious group, or maybe an institution, about maybe soul ties, or what's Delilahs, what's evil leaves, what's Delilahs, what's twin flames, what's soulmates, you know, what's karmics, what's codependent relationships, trauma. There's so many different relationships that we have to start learning. Okay, we've got to be determined to say, I have the knowledge and wisdom to go within myself from my highest peak. Do you understand? To understand my emotions, to bring about the stability that I seek. Okay, so someone's bringing about stability from the intuition. They're looking about this type of opportunity it will bring. So someone's looking about a new love. They're listening to their intuition. Well, the Queen of Cups is definitely listening to hers. They both are. Look, they both got something at the ear. So they're both listening, but from within. But nothing's been told outside of themselves. Because why? It's been hidden under the surface of the self. So someone's fishing. His inner child is looking directly at this higher priestess, a very loving woman that's bringing about a situation which is stability that he seeks. And he's looking very closely at his feelings. He says, I have feelings. I want to work on this opportunity that bring about lots of choices for myself. But I've got to be patient and determined to pay attention to my own feelings under the service of self, to bring about groundship. Because it seems like we're mixing now like mud and water, yin and yang, light and dark, to bring about patience, moderation, simplicity, to bring about calmer waters to the mind, you know, because it seems like these emotions can't be hidden anymore. There's waves of emotions. So they're listening to their intuition. They're working on their intuition. They want to end. Somebody wants to end. Maybe someone's ending another relationship for another relationship, but someone feels like they need to do transformation because they feel like they found their equal match, King and Queen of Cups. So someone feels a situation in their life requires balance of emotions and careful observations. So someone's in a situation in their life where they're asking themselves to observe their emotions for one another. Why? Because it was hidden emotions under the surface. They never quite told each other how they really felt. Maybe they knew, because maybe there was a spark somewhere, like a beginning of something. But they didn't recognize how much love they had. So now they're telepathically probably talking to each other. That's why I say listen to your dreams. When you wake up, write them down, collective. All right? Because before language, before numbers, we created these things through images, through visions. All right. It's just unfortunately some people are just a bit too jealous because they're impatient. They don't want to listen to their own inner self. OK, so someone's listening to their own self. So you have to ask yourself, what is your intuition trying to tell you, collective? OK, is there a situation in your life where you have to observe your emotions and bring about balance? All right. Okay, so we're looking at a situation where someone wants to come in very reliable. It could be a Taurus masculine, an Aries Cup masculine, okay? He's looking at the passion, but he's looking at his intuition, which needs quite massive patience and determination, but he requires to move slowly. Maybe he took very long to come through, but slow man rides donkey, or patient man rides donkey, okay? So we're looking at determination. It was a very slow movement. It was very slow. All right, because he was on a slow horse. Now he's on a fast horse. Do you know what I mean? Now he's got the willpower. Okay, now he wants to focus going forward. All right, we could be talking about a masculine Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person, or he could be thinking, all right, of the truth. So, or maybe he's relying on new ideas from a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person. He could be moving forward to a higher priestess. He feels like I have a connection with a higher priestess, all right? Because remember, the Taurus energy is I have, all right? A connection, which is Pisces, all right? So maybe I care for the truth that I have, all right? So now I'm creating new ideas. Why? Because I'm thinking from my highest self, all right? And I'm being guided by my angels. And that's bringing about new ideas. It's bringing about plans. So someone's coming in reliable with plans, intellect, logic, okay? Because we have reasons to move forward. We have the truth. When you have the truth, all right, when you get clarity from within yourself, from your dreams, all right, and you analyzed it, then you have mental clarity to focus on the situation in your life that requires the slow movement and determination. So the determination was seeking the truth. All right, once you seek the truth, all right, you seek the soul. When you seek the soul, all right, you seek your purpose. So now maybe there is someone that is bringing about stability, all right, maybe a Leo person. And now he has the truth. He's admitting defeat. And now maybe he wants to surrender to being the emperor, all right? Maybe he had a lack of courage in the beginning, but maybe his soul is so exhausted, is compromising against his own purpose. So now he's looking at a situation, maybe within a group, or he's working on the mind, body, soul, okay, by observing his emotions. So maybe he's learning how to create, all right, from a missed opportunity. He's going to turn it into grace, all right, because maybe someone's sitting in wisdom and stability now. So now they've got something to work with, and now they feel more determined. They have the motivation. Why? Because they're building a success. Because now we have goals, organizations, we have reliability. We've learned something, how to create from the dream aspect. So now maybe he's looking at a Queen of Swords, all right? Maybe he's looking at a Queen of Swords. He feels like the situation in their life, all right, requires patience. You could be a Queen of Swords, all right? Maybe you're turning your back to this masculine, but he's listening to you. It's like my masculine a few days ago. I have a story about my childhood that I felt like I was at a kitchen window all my life. Because my family lived on the same road. And because our road was like a dead end as well, we had like 3 houses. Like my mum had 2 sisters. So they had houses on the same road as us. So that's 3 houses I had in my head. But there was times, you know, I could be at the window at my mother's house, and it's the first house you see. And I always see family walking by all the time. And that was one of my childhood hurts I had to get over. I felt very unloved, unwanted at this window, you know. But my masculine came to me at that same place. But now I'm an adult. And he came and he kissed me, and I said, "Who's the greatest?" And he just kissed me and left. He moved, you know. And it's to say, I see you. And that's what it feels like here. The masculine's side-eyeing behind this Queen of Swords saying, I see you, okay? I see you. So now he's looked at the truth. Maybe he was, this masculine we're talking about could be a Capricorn person or a Leo person. But we're looking at a situation where someone is looking and observing the patience and determination of this Queen of Swords that's holding the truth, all right? Because she feels like she has the hand of God guiding her with like head over heart. So now maybe he's listening to her. He's listening to her truth and independence and how protective she is when it comes to her dreams, when it comes to her variety of choices that come from the hand of God. Do you understand? This is why I tell everyone, please write your dreams down and protect what is yours, you know. He feels that maybe this Queen of Swords is very funny, very strong. She's very fair-minded. She's very realistic. He likes the way she's a problem solver. Maybe he wants to create something with this person because he feels motivated. He likes the skill of her work, maybe, the quality. So now we're looking at the intellect of someone that's very open-minded, but someone had to have patience and determination. Maybe the Queen of Swords, because maybe the Emperor was in a situation where he had to find wisdom to create his stability. Okay, maybe he had to seek his own goals, his own team that's going to build a better quality than what he had already. Yeah, because you're making a judgment. Because maybe the Queen of Swords, or could be a Queen of Swords, you're looking at the desire of the strength of the lion and the lioness from within yourself. So now you're looking within your dreams, you're seeing what's confusion, what's your options, okay? That's going to bring about opportunities, choices, okay? But remember, when you're making these choices, be patient, all right? But at the same time, be determined, because sometimes within these situations, you can get procrastinations. Because why? Because some people are not telepathic, or they're intuitive, or they don't dream. They're living more in a fantasy world, an illusion, because they're not using their imagination. They're more likely to be in wishful thinking, hanging on to other people's coat strings. So now you have to pay attention to your dreams, collective. All right. When you wake up at any time, please write them down and study. Go within. So someone's gone within, maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person is in solitude, okay? Because they are looking at the artistic self, okay? You can create from there, but be determined to do the hermit, all right? When you seek the truth, it takes slow movement, all right? But it's determination. It can bring about new ideas, like being a soul, having a human experience. Why? Because you're looking for the star in you. So your skies can be limited, unlimited. You know what I mean? The sky is your limit, all right? So now someone's gone into solitude. Maybe the masculine is meditating. He's gone into a new sort of like philosophy. Maybe he was given the wrong philosophy, because that's what some people do, because they're just so jealous. Okay, so now we're looking at a situation where you've got to withdraw, all right, from people, things, and places to seek the wisdom and guidance from your ancestors, your spiritual guides, okay? And you're going to get wisdom and guidance from God, all right? And also, you'll see the situation, all right, where someone is seeking stability, and you will get that. So someone wants privacy, or maybe a Queen of Cups. Maybe he wants to have a conversation. Because there's a situation in your life, he's been observing someone's emotions. Could be a Leo person, or it could be a Virgo masculine, or a Pisces moving forward towards a Queen of Cups. A very nurturing woman that's looking at her cup of life, all right, for her cup of love. But she uses her intuition, her psychic gifts. People keep saying only women are very intuitive. No, men are as well. Men just have to recognize their emotions. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't do things with emotions all the time. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to recognize your emotions, so you can be logic and bring in that reason of why you're being logical. And it can bring in your success, because you're making the right decisions. Do you know what I mean? So someone's observing a situation. Someone is listening to her intuition. What's your intuition trying to tell you, collective? Don't be afraid, all right? Because someone, maybe a Queen of Cups, all right, maybe the Queen of Cups is an Aquarius person, because you see the Queen of Swords there, and now we see the Aquarius energy. They're saying, I have confessions, or a Leo saying, I have confessed, all right, and I have exposed. I'm coming clean because I had a failed strategy. Maybe a Virgo or a Pisces person, or a Taurus person, or a Scorpio person had a very failed strategy. All right, but at the same time, it came with blackmail. Please, people, when people do blackmail, you know, please don't make people make you feel stuck. Remember, it's a trap. I don't care if you got pictures of me or you or whatever. It's a setup. They want a blackmail in it. Exactly. So I would never, ever, ever be stuck by no one's blackmail. Say it then, because guess what? You look like the fool in the end, because you got more to hide. Because why else would you do blackmail? Why? Because you got more to hide, in it. So never be trapped by someone's blackmail. Never. Because people set people up, man, to make them look like they was in a situation. So move forward. Someone's been outsmarted because someone tried to do a blackmail. Because someone's been caught in the act. Because someone's a pathological liar. All right. Could be looking at a coward. Maybe a Pisces person. All right. Pisces or Cancer person that offered an opportunity. All right. But it was a trap for some of you, because maybe looking at this person as a pathological liar, a coward, could be a Taurus, Pisces, or Cancer person, or a Capricorn person, or a team of people. All right. So now you're looking at the King of Cups. Maybe the masculine is looking at a missed opportunity because of the King of Cups, all right? But now maybe King of Cups wants to come and confess to the Emperor, all right? Because why? The Emperor rules the kings. Have some respect. Okay, maybe this King of Cups is up worried, or this could be the masculine's working on his full emotion. He's very mature, he's very passionate, compassionate. Remember, you've got the King and Queen of Cups together now. Their emotions are matching because now they recognize an opportunity that was presented to them, but they didn't recognize it. Why? Because they hid their feelings from one another. They just hid their feelings from one another. Maybe they went for another choice, all right? But someone's looking at an honest, truthful, tatty person, very independent, a Queen of Swords, okay? Maybe a Scorpio Pisces person. But they're looking at the strength of the Queen of Swords, all right? Looking at the situation. She brings about lots of opportunities. And maybe somebody didn't want, somebody was working on a lie to try and outsmart someone the masculine is working with, but the masculine is in his full King of Cups because it's matching the Queen of Cups. And this is going to bring about a variety of choices for maybe a Queen of Swords, but maybe a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer person bring confusions to an opportunity for a Leo person. So there was procrastination because of a decision due to choices of a fantasist or an illusionist. So now we're looking at the King of Wands. The King of Wands is looking at situations, bringing about a variety of choices. Maybe he was working with a King of Cups, all right? But now he's looking at himself, maybe his own emotions, and maybe he wants to come clean because maybe a King of Cups had a failed strategy, tried to bring him back blackmail. Maybe he's a pathological liar and a coward within this team that's working with the King of Wands. So now we have to understand that the King of Wands is in his full emotions. He can use his emotions, all right, and his psychic gift to make many shifts. Why? Because he's a very experienced, energetic, optimistic person. He's a very powerful person with many variety of choices. He has to understand his own strength, his own confidence. He could be a very friendly person because a Sagittarius King of Wands is a very action-orientated person, very passionate leader. All right, maybe he's trying to protect the Queen of Swords away from a King of Cups, but he's looking at his own emotions. Maybe he hid his emotions from a Queen of Swords, and maybe he wants to come in and confess that he wants to work with her, he wants to be more open, because now he's looking at maybe the strength of the confusions of an opportunity that was presented to them and they didn't recognize it. So maybe he's looking at the strength of a Scorpio person or a Libra person, and he's looking at the bad news, disappointed, he wants to turn his back to it. He's focused on his King of Cups, a situation in his life that required a balanced emotions and careful observation, because someone came in with bad, disappointing news, and he's looking straight at this King of Cups, looking at his ass. He's saying that you're an arsehole. So this King of Cups is now very moody, miserable. He's given the side eye. He's been caught out. Why? Because he had a lack of ideas. He probably looks very defensive. Maybe he was a friend of this person, a player, but maybe looking at paranoia when it comes to the thoughts. Why? Because he was spying, cheating, whatever. Could be looking at a very curious person, that he's looking at the inner strength of a Queen of Swords that's probably on the mind of a King of Wands. He bringing paranoia, sarcastic, cold, critical, lack of education, this scatterbrain King of Cups. Yeah, what situation in your life is asking you to look within yourself? And they saw the Empress, someone that's growing, someone's evolving, someone's in a life that needs attention. Why? Because we're going into a soul world. And now we're passionate to move on. Now we've got a new beginning. Something new's coming, a massive project maybe for some of you, but some of you's in the soul of the self. Okay, so now we're looking at bad, disappointing news, maybe from a Scorpio person. It could be someone, all right, that was a friend, all right, or a business partner, or someone that was like married into the family. But you're looking at someone that was familiar, But now we're looking at our own individual relationships. Maybe someone's overlooking their contracts, okay? Because now we're looking at a confusion. Someone bring bad, disappointing news, and that's coming to an end. We're looking at transformation. We're changing things, all right? We're going about something new, all right, collective. What in your life or situation is transforming or changing to bring about something new? What has to end to bring in something new? Because now we're looking at maybe someone's gone within and looked at information, wisdom, looked at their highest self. Maybe they looked at a Virgo, Taurus person. They've seen the truth about the situation because they're listening to what their intuition is telling them. So now someone is single, could be a Taurus person within this institution or a marriage or high commitment, okay? Or we're looking at a spiritual teacher that's a Queen of Swords, all right? That's been single, okay? A single person, all right, that's very independent. They're looking at her success. They're looking at her strength. They're looking at her financial stability. Maybe this masculine is seeing the truth. He feels like he can rely on this person. And he realizes maybe the mystery was because a Queen of Swords likes to do solitude. She likes to seek wisdom and guidance from in herself. So she likes a lot of privacy. So this is probably where someone's learning and getting wisdom about a single feminine, a Queen of Swords, all right? Or I could be talking to a single lot, okay? The single people out there, you're coming into prosperity, all right? Because now you've gone into the Nine of Pentacles, all right? Nine of Pentacles is when you're very self-sufficient. You've learned about self-reflection, okay? Self-independence, all right? You've looked about your fruitful of life. Maybe you feel more free, all right? Maybe this masculine feels like he'll be more free, especially when it comes to education, when it comes to being more stable. He'll be free. Do you know what I mean? He won't be in a relationship that requires you to sign into probation officer because your wife or partner feels like they rule you. Why? Because they're too codependent. We shouldn't have relationships like that. If you want a person that's codependent, go and buy a dog, all right? Or some of you masculines out there, or some of you women out there that can't look after your children, close your legs and take care of your children, all right? So now we're looking at security, looking at prosperity. Someone's going in, all right, and looking at someone's work skills, because someone's confessing after when someone was stealing, being deceptive. We see all lies, cheating, dishonesty. Someone was being very sneaky, cheeky, beaky, becky, spying. Why? Because they got a lack of conscience, lack of consciousness. So someone had to be very strategic, because why? They were a traitor, scheming, scamming, and doing the most. So now we see the situation where I have information, the truth about maybe a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio person. All right. So now we're taking control of the matter. All right. And now maybe somebody was learning from the Emperor and just took it a bit too far. Maybe he wants to be the Emperor, or he wants to be with the Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords said, I don't care if the Emperor never talks to me. That would never happen. It's either the King of Wands or no one. So stop your movements. So now there's a lack of movements now, because maybe of the King of Cups, there was a lack of movements, all right? Because he was bringing about opportunities that didn't make no damn sense. He's not a soul having a human experience. So now there was no movement. Now there's no movement within this learning or creation or this team, maybe with a Capricorn, Taurus person, all right? Because now you're looking at a situation in your life. Maybe this masculine is moving away from this team of people, and he's thinking of a Queen of Swords. All right, he feels like he likes her honesty, her truthfulness. He feels he can work with her. He feels like he's a very experienced, powerful person. He sees a situation where he can bring about lots and lots of variety of choices. Oh yeah, that comes to my head now. My masculine came to me once as well, and it was looking at this big, like it's like a wall, but it was like a whole wall of information. I was saying to him, he's a visionary. But he came to me as like, do you know you can do anything? I said, yeah, I know. I've always known I could do anything. But my mothership comes first. Can't help it. And I said to him, I just want a baby. Just want a baby. And we both walked together somewhere, I guess. It's amazing. People, write your dreams down, all right? So now maybe there's a situation in your life that's opening up, all right, to teamwork, better quality, all right? With lots of variety of choices. Okay, so now we're looking at maybe he had a choice of 2 teams and that team ain't working. Yeah, because maybe he was looking at a situation where the Queen of Swords has the ideas, but they looked at her as no money. So now we're looking at a situation where they were lack of control because they went to a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person that lacked money, poor financial control. And this is why there was a missed opportunity, because someone came in with financial delays. Someone's doing excessive spending. So now there's scrutiny about greed and instability, because somebody was looking for stability, but someone came in with instability, and that was a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person towards a Queen of Swords and a King of Wands. This is why there was a lack of control. It was about money. So now there's no direction, maybe for a King of Cups, because he lacks money for control, or maybe a King of Wands feels this way. He has no money, but together they can make many things. So they've got to let go of that past. You've got to transition, let go of that past. Someone's leaving home. All right, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is leaving a home or institution, but now looking at insincere person, now looking at romancing. Someone's thinking about someone in the past. Maybe somebody wants someone to grow up. Maybe King of Cups, maybe. Show me your friends and tell you who you are. So now we're looking at love, happiness, family. We're looking at happy ever after, all right? We're looking at a reunion after someone came in with deception. Maybe a Pisces person came with trickery, dickery, dock. You are a cockhead. With your illusions, your conning, and your unused ability, and you was codependent on other people, but you act like you're the bee's knees when you lack your own mental clarity. So now there was someone backstabbing. Maybe a Pisces person was backstabbing this King of Wands, all right, or this Emperor Aries person within this workplace or this work institution, or a family, friend, or cousin, brother, who knows, but they're not good. Not good, mate. So now we've got mental clarity. Somebody was backstabbing. So now you're going to end this enemy, frenemy, family, I don't know, karmic family. Now someone's bitter Betty. Why? Because they tried to stab someone behind the back. An Aries person, Gemini person. Okay? Because they bring a manipulation over greed. But they had poor planning. Now they're going for their own collapse. Oh, yeah. Because now they see how naive they were. Because they have a lack of faith in God. And when you have a lack of faith in God, you have a lack of faith in your own hope. So now we're looking at the Pisces person, looking at shattered dreams, dissatisfaction. Going for your own nightmare, are you? Never mind. Just like you want everyone else to go for a nightmare, you can cope like you want everyone else to cope when you created your nightmares. You can cope, can't you, darling? Of course you can. So now we're moving forward. Maybe Aries person moving forward with self-confident optimism, turning his back on a Pisces person, all right? He's got his freedom. He's got his expectations. Yes, my love, you go high for success. You travel. You be more adventurous. Spread your wings and not people's legs, all right? So now we're looking at maybe we're educated, we learn about maybe a bad Taurus person, we've got the knowledge, all right, we've got the wisdom, we're looking at our spiritual guides, looking at the values, looking at our blessings, okay, and we're looking at the situation where now we see abundance with the Empress, maybe the Queen of Swords, the Empress, beauty from within, comfort, motherhood, and now we understand that someone's lost their hope. Scorpio person, never mind Scorpio, why? Because Pisces Scorpio person knows. Oh, yeah, secrets are revealed. Mysteries are unveiled. All right, now you can look at your own shadow of self, your unhappy buffoon. Why? Because the truth is that because you've got blocked intuition. Now you've got conflicts at home, maybe with an Aries person, maybe between family, friends, community, unstable finances, workplace conflicts, arguments, you name it, with Cancer's reunion. You cancelled someone's reunion. With an Aquarius person, you want an Aquarius person to miss out on opportunity because you're out of control, buffoon. You're going to be left behind because you're tactless, sarcastic, rude, insincere, aggressive, self-obsessed, bully. Oh, yeah, you are Cancer. Now go look at your own inner child, all right? You're very insensitive. You're looking at this engagement, looking at this intuitive dreamer, and new love, new happy news. Somebody was looking at their own inner voice when it comes to spirituality because they're very loyal to maybe a Sagittarius person. They were bringing in speed. Oh, yeah, this Queen of Swords was very coming in with speed, with messages. Oh, yeah, they did. They paid off the hard work now. Oh, yeah, now they're applying their own foundation. Good news is coming to you, Queen of Swords. Why? Because maybe when it comes to applying someone's foundation, a Taurus person came in and said, oh, no, I saw these good news of mentoring news. No, we don't want to create our own Bible. No, we don't want to create a new Bible or a love story that was real. No, we want a Taurus person to come over, to be overly ambitious and take all this money to plant her own foundation. Why? Because she likes to open those legs. Oh, yes, she does. She's a high-class prostitute. So now we're looking at faithfulness, loyalty. All right, now we're looking at a Taurus person. Oh, yeah. Looking at poverty. All right, we're looking at poverty petty. All right, poverty petty Betty. All right, it's going bankrupt, right? Because they're looking at health concerns, because they were rejecting help. They went to reject help from Aries person to a Queen of Swords, or Queen of Swords to a King of Wands. So now we're looking at someone's financial hardship, unemployment. Why? Because they're bringing difficulties for an Aries person when it came to business decisions, options, and planning. Someone feels like there's anticipation. Why? Because the vision came very clouded. Why? Because someone was very restless. Because why? They got two paths, two legs, and they opened it up for money. Yup. Maybe went for a business deal or business travel, overseas travel, partnership deal maybe. Oh, yeah, this third party person. Oh, yeah, didn't want no reunion celebrations. Maybe the King of Wands wants it with the Queen of Swords, all right? Friendships, socializing, happy times, gathering, you name it. But guess what? The higher priestess knew there was something going on. Something doesn't feel very right. So guess what they did? There's a situation that's trying to tell you something. You've got to listen to your intuition. Now we're understanding from the subconscious mind, from the intuition, there was a mystery going on. So we dig deep into our higher powers of self. And we said, there's a secret. There's some hidden feelings. Oh, yeah. So let's create. So someone is very highly spiritual. Tried to help a Sagittarius person with his burdens, his responsibilities. Maybe it was a curious person that did. But guess what happened when they went to try and help a Leo person? There was deception, violence, humiliation, aggression, bullying, someone trying to walk away with intimidation. They tried to intimidate a Aquarius person. Why? Because I was looking at a Leo person that acts like he's very busy, hasty, energetic, charming, because he went running towards a Virgo Taurus person. Oh, look, Taurus person. Guess what? And now, because he ran that way with his fristy, westy, community penis, oh yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, he went, oh yeah, traveling, open-minded, went to the hero, you know, the Indiana Jones, to maybe a Virgo person. Now they're disputing over inheritance. Why? Because they went for a financial disaster, bankruptcy. Now they're looking at legal actions. Oh yeah, family problems is it, never mind. So now we're looking at instability. Someone came in with purpose instability because someone was seeking stability with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. So Virgo, Taurus person came in and said, what? I got debts, man. No, you lot are indebted to me. Why? Because I'm a walking mattress. So a Taurus came in and started abusing generosities of a 2 of Cup energy. Oh, yeah, with a Cancer person, is it? Oh, yeah, they did. So now what they're going to do now is deny any grants or any loans. Doesn't matter, because you still got karmic debt. Okay, maybe you can get away with the bank, because maybe you'll die tomorrow and the bank will, oh no, you know what, that means, you know, your debt is over. Nope, your debt carries on with you. Karmic debt, all right? So don't worry. So someone's abusing their power, a Taurus person. She's very unfair with her fake charity. She does extortion, unpaid debts. She's a bad buffoon. Now she's got karmic debts all over the place. Oh yeah, because now I'm looking at partnership, unity. Oh yeah, now you find someone that is compatible when it comes to love, proposal, relationships, harmony. Why? Because relationships start with yourself first. You've got to manage your emotions. If you agree with me, press that like button. Share. Press that notification button. All right? Let's start digging deep for our intuition so we can get good spiritual wealth and good spiritual health. Why? Because it comes from the essence of love. Essence of love. While you balance, while you seek for your creativity to bring about the stability that you seek. All right? So now the 2 of Cups gone to Wheel of Fortune. Oh, yeah. Wheel of Fortune. But, unfortunately, a karmic cycle. Oh, yeah, want to swap destiny. Now we're looking at a Leo in a conflict now. Maybe trying to avoid a conflict. Oh, never mind. We'll just keep on going for you. So now we're looking at harmony. Maybe somebody wants to bring in order. Or maybe someone fears a confrontation. This is why I don't understand people. Why start fights when you can't confront when you know you have lost a fight? Never mind. We'll bring it to the table. Okay, someone has a lack of competition. Why? Because now you're looking at an upside down Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah, a pushy, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous bully. Very unfriendly person. Now, when masculines start taking away all their money, all their resources, all their friends, all their opportunities, let's see how pushy, over-demanding, overbearing, self-righteous bully feminists these will be with their jealous, manipulative, vengeful, unfair self. Pathological liar. Unstable people. Okay? So you're looking at upside down Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah. Upside down Queen of Wands. What is going on with you? Your strength is a coward. She's in fear. All right? Maybe she's in shyness now. Oh, your mouth ain't so big now, is it? Taurus, or upside down, Queen of Wands. No, your mouth ain't so damn big now, is it? No, it isn't. Now you lack your own discipline. You see you lack control and you're very impatient. Yes, it is. So now there's a new beginning of love happening. Oh, yeah. And someone's very upset. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, a Libra person, very upset about this new beginning, new relationship, new romance, new everything. Oh, yeah. Why? Because it was injustice. Oh, yeah. Karmics don't have no fucking behavior. They like to abuse their power. Very much a hypocrite. Oh, I love God. God's here. Oh, I love God so much. Oh, I love God. God bless, darling. Like that big buffoon Will Smith. Can't stand him. We saw him lick down Chris Rock. And all you lot do is enable these bad behaviors. Rewarding. How many reboots has he done since he's licked down that man? Have you actually gone to Chris Rock and I said, you know what, let's support your stuff? No, let's go back to the bad behavior. Why? Because when you're building your stuff, guess what? The devil comes around and just interrupts everything. I didn't say no devil. I saw you lick down the man. Hypocritical people, man. Hypocritical people. Looking at hypocrites. So now maybe, all right, this is my God card. Don't worry, people. We got God guiding us, all right? Or maybe this is the King of Swords, all right? He's got the power. Get out your head. Get out of your head, because I know you're thinking about your finances again. That's come between you and a Pisces person. Because maybe you're looking at a Taurus person that was unstable, lacks common sense, lazy, unskilled, unreliable, buffoon, irresponsible, boring, pessimistic, disloyal Taurus person that maybe fears their own change and prolonging this upheaval. It's going to happen anyway. And the more you hang on to this, it's going to happen anyway. Why? Because you're under Judgment Day, my friend. Oh, yeah, Judgment Day is here for you, Taurus person and Pisces, Scorpio person. Never mind. You made a decision and you've got to live with it now. Who cares? Not me. So now we're looking at maybe your failure. You're looking at your failure. You're looking at a King of Swords, looking at a Queen of Cups behind her. He's making money come between them as well. Ugh. He wants to call her. But she's looking at back. She feels like he has a lack of confidence. He won't call her. So to her, you're being dishonest and you're going for a disgrace. But who's going for a disgrace? Oh, let's see. Let's see who's going for a disgrace. Oh, Taurus and Pisces person. Never mind. King of Swords is walking away from people, things, and places because he wants to face this Queen of Cups. Oh, but he's giving her false impressions, man. That's what she's saying. She's looking at her and said, well, you're going by your ego and your false impressions. You're pressing your own depression. You're burning out your own self. You're doing overexposure. That's your problem. That's your problem. So now she's probably looking, Emperor is probably feel more grounded, more mature. Maybe an Aries or Sagittarius person. Maybe because he went for an indecision. He was refusing to choose because he went for a Taurus person, but had bad business disappointments, bad financial management, lazy procrastination, impatience, setbacks, and lack of growth. Worth fighting for, was it? Never mind, because your world and that Satan Taurus person has brand new massive delays, hasn't it? You had 4 starts, as you did. Oh, yeah, inspiration, are you? Nope, God just showed us you got 4 starts, mate. Now you got a burden, stagnation, unsuccessful, incomplete. Why? Because you didn't even bring no closure to a Queen of Swords. No, that's what happens. That's your karmic now. Genevieve Nigel is definitely your karmic, and it's Cancer masculine. Yep, you got to let go of that regret, make it into grapes, all right? Get that brief up. Pull your briefs up, okay? And don't go into grief, all right? Go into relief. Maybe some of you need to release from your panty gurgles. I don't know. But you're going to seize opportunities, though. Someone feels very motivated. Someone feels very proactive. A Gemini person. Oh, yeah. Because they thought you have an inability to let go of this pain because maybe a King of Wands was looking at a buffoon or a Taurus person. Never mind. Because now he's looking at his own wounds. Because he's looking at the Earth Angel now. And now he wants to move forward to this Earth Angel. And he wants to heal the situation. Why? Because he went into a grief within his brief. When he was briefing his meetings with a Taurus or Scorpio person, and now he's got to overcome the despair of this pair because of a Capricorn person. Oh, yeah, very possessive, was guarding people's possessions. Oh, yeah, because she's possessive. Because now we're looking at a deep-seated, rooted person that has no soul. Why? Because they got no seat of the soul. Why? Because they got stone right there in the middle. So good luck, people that's working with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo person and a Scorpio person, maybe a Sagittarius person. Never mind. So now we're going on a journey of healing. Oh, yeah, Aquarius person is healing, going forward, escaping. We've got inner calmness now. Calmer waters, my darlings. Maybe someone's to come forward to you. Maybe a Gemini, Aquarius person, a masculine must go forward to his choice of love. Could be a water woman. She's looking at stability. She's looking at traveling forward to this love choice. Because he didn't give her no emotions. He was busy in a Scorpio, another Scorpio maybe, but he wants to go forward to a water sign person or a love choice, and he wants to heal the situation because he's a heartbreaker. Scorpio person's love choices, maybe to a Sagittarius person, heartbreaker. All right, heartbreaker. And also Capricorn Taurus person, heartbreaker. They're just using you, man, and using a Sagittarius person. Could be another fire sign person. So now you're looking at healing. Aquarius is healing, renewal, bringing peace and happiness, inspiration. And now we're looking at Genevieve Nigel now, or you deal with another Capricorn woman, overly ambitious, ungrounded, social climber, jealous, pessimistic, fool, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo person, very dangerous. Let me tell you, it's always with the goddamn devil. Told you, Genevieve Nigel is the devil. No one can't tell me nothing. I want to hear nothing from none of you. Please sue me. I'm so ready to come to court with this woman. Please do it. So I can rinse you out, boy. I saw it in a dream, said, please don't drag me in public. No, you dragged yourself. Why? Because you love the devil too much. That's your bestie. That's your bestie Westie, isn't it? Yes, it is. So now, look forward to my book, people. It's called The Devil's Daughter, The Lionheart Killer, Genevieve Nigel. Oh, yeah. So now we're looking at the situation where there's upside down, Queen of Pentacles. She's very obsessive. She's got mental health issues. She's got an addiction. She's a materialistic whorepipe. She's a bondage to the devil. Oh, yeah. She loves the temptation. She's a compulsive liar. Oh, yeah, she is. Now she's in fear. She's in fear of who? Oh, yeah, an air sign person. Oh, yeah, she better be. Oh, she bloody better be. And she's in fear of an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Oh, she better be. Because the devil can't help you now, can it? No, it can't. So you better go and find God, my girl. So now we're looking at indecisions. All right, we're looking at discontent. That's what she brings. She brings self-sabotaging. Oh, yeah, with a narrow-minded buffoon. Yeah, Genevieve Nigel, narrow-minded buffoon. That's going into punishment now. Oh, yeah, she is. She's going imprisonment. Oh, yeah, she is. Imprisonment of the mind. Spiritual prison or earth prison. Oh, yeah, she is. Why? Because she's very dishonest. Because no one's going to be interested in her now. Oh, yeah, because now maybe a Libra person or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person looking at this person saying, nope. They have to find that mental strength, boy, to get over this person. Because why? They had a mental breakdown dealing with this woman, or she's going to go for a mental breakdown. And she needs to. Says they're right. She's done to everybody else. She wanted it for a Libra person because a Leo, a Sagittarius person went to her because he was gullible. And now maybe this upside down woman lacks her own energy. She lacks it. Why? Because she's with the devil. She likes the devil. Pessimistic, spoiled, loudmouth, buffoon that lacks her own confidence now. Why? Because everyone's going to know her secret. Oh, yeah, Genevieve Nigel. You are definitely the devil, man. I've got over 300 cards, and every card... I've never met this woman in my life. This one, I'm telling everyone with a bit of my story, write your dreams down. You could be a dentist, you could be a doctor, you could be a writer, you could be a policeman, you could be a journalist, you could be a teacher. I'm telling you, explore your dreams and make that judgment. You could be a designer. Start designing from your dreams, you know? Let your ancestors help you. I've never met this woman in my life. Never. No movie, no paper, no magazine, no nothing. Nothing. They hadn't even come out in the open saying that they're smashing her and Adiwali. I don't need that. Go within your dreams, my friends, all right? Because guess what? Many other readers have picked up on this and her name. Oh, I'm not the only one. So this one can't hide behind blackmails. This one can't hide behind failed strategies. This one can't hide no more. She's been outsmarted. Why? Because we're all going telepathic and she's not. So bye-bye, Jen. Genie. The devil's genie bottle. Oh, yeah, we call her Genevieve. So now we're looking at a situation of bringing indecision. Oh, yeah, because she's the devil's pick-me. All right, she's bringing self-sabotaging with her narrow-minded. We don't want no devil's philosophy. No, we don't. We definitely don't want Genevieve devil philosophy. No, we don't. She's going to be in denial anyway. She's going to deny it, all right? Or maybe trying to find that mental strength to heal her foolishness, all right? But no, she's going for a mental breakdown. Oh, yes, she is. Why? Because she was very gullible. She's very impatient. She lacks her own energy. She's lazy. She's pessimistic. She's a sport brat. Maybe her mother spoiled her. Oh, yeah. So whoever knows Genevieve Nigel, stay away from their family. Stay away from her. Don't drink from them. Don't eat from them. You can all sue me. I don't give a shit. Because God told me. None of you lot don't fear me. Happy ever ending. There you go. The end. Happy ever after. I love you guys, all right? Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, and study those dreams, okay? Don't let no one take your power away. Stand up for yourself. All right, my lovelies? I love you guys. All right, bye.